Hey, Sandy, how are things going lately? You have time to talk for a bit? We haven't hung out in forever since you got your fancy executive position.
Hey, Kim. Long time no talk. It has been too long, hasn't it? How are you?
Honey, you know me. I'm doing great. The kids are older now, so I'm practically free to do what I want when I want. Why don't we talk on the phone? Are you busy?
No, I'm not busy, but I can't really talk on the phone. I can chat like this, though. It's good to hear from you.
What has it been? Like 8 months? Way too long.
Yeah, I think it's been almost a year, actually. This new job is keeping me pretty busy.
But it comes with a huge raise and a fancy new office, right?
Yeah, compared to the cubicles I used to work in when I started here, it's a whole different world. I never thought I'd be one to climb up the corporate ladder like this.
I know! What a modern-day Cinderella story. They could make a movie about you.
Growing up in the system and making something of themselves in the corporate world? I think they made that movie already.
I think you're right. Well, I'm super happy for you. Dinner and drinks on me. You're kicking butt, girl. We need to celebrate.
Thanks, Kim. You're the best. I miss you.
It's too bad I don't get to see you so often lately, but I'm always rooting for you. You always stood out from all the kids. All that determination in your eyes. I'm not surprised at all you're doing well for yourself.
And how's the lawyering business?
Financially, just okay. But I love it. Social services are the backbone of society. It's the whole reason I got into law in the first place.
I guess neither of us have changed all that much since we met. You got us so much new equipment for the center. Even then, you were all about helping the people who need it most.
I'm blushing. I do it because I love it. It's as simple as that. We only live once, as the young folks say.
They're not saying that anymore.
Well, it's true. Why did they stop saying that? I want to hear you laugh. How come you can't talk? Not to be pushy, but...
Jack is home now, so I don't want to be loud, that's all.
What? You can't talk on your phone when he's home. You're not even in the same room.
Yeah, but with the acoustics in our house, you can totally hear the sounds come through. I tried putting some soundproofing panels in the room, but he says he can hear me.
Sandra, this is your own house. I don't understand how you can put up with this.
I guess it's a little excessive, but I understand that he wants to relax in his own house. He's pretty stressed from work lately, I think. He's been more snappy and moody lately.
More than before. He was already too controlling before. Like the time he always used to show up when we went out when you were in university. I remember that's how we met. You just started dating him and you had just told me about him and he just showed up. God, that was a long time ago.
There were only a few bars near the campus. I didn't think that was controlling. I was surprised he showed up, but yeah. We started living together when we moved off campus. It was kind of quick. We've been together ever since.
So, he's your first boyfriend. Honestly, honey, there are guys that would treat you better. Not being able to talk on the phone because you might disturb your husband, that's messed up.
It's fine. I'm not much of a phone person anyway. I'd rather go out and talk. You told me you're buying?
Right. So I'll be back in town at 2 on Saturday. I was planning on going to my parents to drop my stuff off. I want to take the bus if we're drinking, which we are. I would say I could drive straight to your place, but that sounds out of the question.
Yeah, Jack isn't a big fan of having guests over. I'll meet you at Dominic's at 4 p.m. then. That way we can walk in the park like old times and talk over dinner.
Sounds like a plan. I'll see you then.
Don't you think you're being a little unfair on me? How can you treat your own husband like this? You just ignore me all the time. My friends don't get this kind of treatment from their wives. It's only you that do this. Did I do something wrong? Have I annoyed you? It seems even people at work have started to give me this kind of treatment too. What is wrong with everyone? The boss at work doesn't seem to have any interest in me either.
Maybe he just doesn't think you're a very useful worker. Do you remember the last project you did? You didn't really make a good job of it, did you? If it wasn't for all those other people, then it might have even been a big failure. They all stepped in to save you, and if it wasn't for them, you would have been in even bigger trouble. Maybe you should concentrate on your work more and try to get some good results.
Can't you be a little bit more supportive of me? I've worked at my company for a while now, and apart from a few mistakes, I think I'm a very good member of staff. People don't seem to want to accept this, so what can I do? I feel like I'm being excluded from so many things.
Are you sure you aren't imagining it? I don't think people are trying to leave you out at work. You're just being overly emotional. Sometimes people just don't want to cause trouble, so they ignore problems and people. If you cause trouble at work, then it can damage your own career prospects, so a lot of people just stay silent. I sometimes get this at work too. No need to overreact to it. Also, as I said, maybe you need to up your game at work and stop making mistakes.
This isn't really what I need right now, you moaning at me. Can you please give me a bit of support? I don't think ignoring people at work is the best way to solve things. If there's a problem or issue, then why not just get it out there and tell everyone? I really want to get on with all the team at work, and I don't want any issues.
Then just try your best to cooperate with them and see what happens. Who knows? Things might get better in the future. The first step towards things getting better is to believe that they will and start to move forward. I hope you don't mind. I borrowed some of your clothes. I'm going on a date tonight and I want to look nice. You got some nice clothes that are just my size, so I wanted to borrow them, okay? Wow, look at this bag. Can I borrow it too? It goes so well with the clothes I wanted to borrow. Can I take it with me, please? Why are you just taking my stuff? They're supposed to be locked in my room. How did you get them? I really hate the idea of people going through my stuff. Why would you do that? Don't talk to me as if I'm some kind of a thief. I'm just asking if I can borrow these things. You can always say no if you want. We are family. Can't we just get along? I'm in an important meeting right now, so I don't really have time to discuss this. I'm a busy woman with a lot to think about at work. I really don't have time to be dealing with this right now. I'd much prefer it if you didn't borrow my clothes. Maybe you could find something else to wear. As for the bag, I don't use it that often because I want to keep it in good condition. If you like the bag, why not go and buy one for yourself? You've been saying that you would for a long time. Maybe now is the time. I could do, but it would be a bit expensive. Besides, this one here really suits me. I think it looks better on me than it does on you. I'd really love to borrow it just this once. Don't you think that would be okay? I've already found these things that I really like. Do I have to change my mind now? We might be family, but you still need to respect me. You can't just take my stuff. If I say no, then it means no. Don't ask again. Just put them back where you found them and don't talk about this again. I don't want to have to take them to the cleaners because you've made them dirty. Remember what happened last time you wore some of my clothes? They got dirty and it was really hard to get them clean again. I learned after that to never let you borrow my stuff again. I thought we had agreed on that, so I don't know why you're asking me again.
Why did you have to talk to my sister as if she was a thief? She was really upset by it all. She phoned me up in tears saying that you were really mean to her. You're treating me badly and now you're doing the same to her? What has gotten into you these days?
She's a fully grown adult, so I don't know why she's crying. When is she going to grow up? Don't you think it's a bad sign if she's behaving like this? Doesn't it mean her development has been stunted? How was your mother raising her? Certainly not to be a strong girl, in my opinion. If I was her mother, then she'd be getting no sympathy from me.
Why do you have to be so unpleasant to everyone? Why couldn't you just let her borrow those clothes? She wanted to look nice for her date and you ruined it all. How could you be so cold? Can't you just be nice to someone for once?
I have been fair to everyone. I didn't do anything wrong. I like those clothes in that bag, so I didn't want them to get damaged. I don't have to let people borrow them if I don't want to. It's my stuff. She went into my room and was looking through my stuff. How dare she do that? If she does that again, then I'm going to be really angry. It's really not a very respectful way to treat someone, is it?
So mean of you. Can't you be a little bit nicer for a change?
Mean? Don't call me mean. Please change the way you think about this. Give me more respect, please. I think you need to go and study self-development. Try and turn yourself into a better person.
Oh, not this again. You keep on telling me I have to improve. Can't you just give me a break? You take every opportunity to try and point out my flaws. That is not very nice of you, is it?
You and your sister are just the same. You want everything to be handed to you. Are you still angry at me? Please don't be. Can we make up and be friends again? I'm fine, not angry. Everything has been forgotten. I'm not the kind to stay angry at people. You only live once. Why waste your life being angry? How are you? Did you want something in particular? I was just wondering if you could give me some money. I'm just a bit short of cash this month, so I was hoping that you could lend me some. Again, I gave you some money last month too. Do I really need to give you more? How have you run out of money already? What did you spend it all on? Isn't it time you learned some basic management skills? That way you wouldn't have to keep coming to me asking for money. You should plan more so that you aren't short of cash at the end of the month. But this is for a special occasion. It won't happen every month. I've been together with my boyfriend for a year now, so I want to have a little anniversary celebration with him. I need a little bit more money than usual because I want to be nice to him. I want to buy him some nice shoes. We went to the mall and tried them on. They look really nice, so I want to buy them for him. I think if you really like someone, then it's only natural that you spend money on them. It is nice to buy things for people you really like, but not if you don't have enough money to do so. Can't you buy him something cheaper? Look at them! Aren't they nice? I really want to buy him something special, and we both agree these are really nice. Designer shoes? Are you joking? You're young and you don't have a good income. You shouldn't be wasting your money on this kind of thing. I don't think designer shoes are for people like you. Rich people with a high income should be spending money on those, not you. You're young. You should just go to one of the cheaper stores and get something from there. I understand it's your anniversary, but it's so expensive. This is really normal for people these days. It has to be designer goods. If it isn't designer, then it means you don't really love each other. What would people think if I bought him something cheap? They'd all look down on us. And what is he gonna buy for you? Is he gonna spend the same amount of money on you? I always thought it was the man's job to buy presents for the woman, not the other way around. What does it matter? Even if he doesn't spend as much money on me, I still want to be nice to him. I just want to follow my heart and do what feels natural. Please, can you give me some money? I would be really happy if you did. I gave your sister some money. I know I shouldn't have done so, but in the end I said yes. She really wanted it and it was going to make her happy, so I went ahead and did it. She also promised me that she'd pay me back, so I guess it's okay.
Yeah, she told me about that. You could have been nicer about the whole thing. I saw the shoes she wants to buy. They do look nice, and if she really likes that guy, then why not?
But do you think it's a good idea? The shoes might look nice, but is it wise to spend that much money on a pair of shoes? I think it's a big problem with people these days, especially young people. They spend a lot of money on things they don't need. Everyone is crazy over designer brands. I think they're too expensive, to be honest. Not good value for money. She's only been with him for a year. It's not really a long time, is it? I can't imagine spending so much money.
I think it's normal these days. People want the expensive brands. They won't settle for anything less.
I certainly wouldn't pay that much for shoes like that. You can get the same thing for cheaper elsewhere.
You can't spend your whole life saving money. You have to spend it. What kind of a life would you have if you didn't have some fun once in a while? If it makes people happy to buy designer shoes, then why not let them? I think it's just because you're not a fashion person. That's why you don't understand.
Maybe it's good that I'm not into fashion. It means I don't go around spending money on luxury products. I think I'll be better off in the long run. Saving is best, if you ask me.
Your way of thinking isn't really popular amongst people in their 20s. You sound like a boomer.
A what?
Nothing, I'm tired now anyway. See you soon, bye.
Hi, Peter. I just wanted to check in with you sort of discreetly. Do you mind?
Miss Main, of course. What do you need?
I told you to stop calling me that. It's Sandra.
Well, congrats on your promotion, Sandra. What's going on? You usually don't have much to do with HR.
I'm not involved in the hiring process, so I have far fewer opportunities to chat with you lately, it's true. This is a little bit awkward to ask, but I wanted to check in to see if there were any negative rumors about Jack floating around. He seems especially stressed out and says people are intentionally making things difficult for him.
Oh, this is about Jack. Well, it's funny you mention making things difficult for him, because that's the exact opposite of what I'm hearing from his subordinates. He seems to have taken his leadership roles to the extreme, to say the least.
What do you mean by that? Is he being overly demanding of his team?
Yes, that's exactly what I mean. There have been multiple verbal complaints about this, but we got a written one recently.
How come I didn't know about this? There have been multiple complaints?
Well, the fact that you're married to him is a separate matter from your work, so it wouldn't be appropriate for me to contact you about it.
Oh, well, I'm sorry. I didn't want to make you uncomfortable in any way. I was just curious about what's going on in the office.
That's totally fine. You are one of the heads of the corporation. You can check in on anyone anytime.
Well, don't I feel powerful? You really don't have to be so professional with me. I do appreciate it, though.
I wish Jack was as humble as you are. Being in charge has definitely gotten into his head. He's also making an uncomfortable amount of jokes about you being an executive.
What? How is it funny that I got promoted?
He just mentions it a lot. Every day when he leaves, he says his wife's limo is here to pick him up.
I don't have a limo. This is a small company. What is he talking about?
He says it like a joke. I don't know. It isn't funny. He's taken up this persona where he acts like a big shot. It's really distasteful and cringy. A lot of the workers don't know what to say, so there's always a weird awkwardness when he's around. So far, he was just being off-putting, so there wasn't anything to be done from an HR point, but his possible abuse of funds was brought to our attention.
Abuse of funds? Like embezzling?
Well, we're not sure yet. The amount was so small we hadn't really caught on yet. His job does require him to entertain guests and travel, so a lot of these costs are considered legitimate. It really didn't catch the eye of the accounting department until we started doing the summaries for the year.
Oh gosh, it seems pretty serious. I hope it's just a misunderstanding or something. Jack's always been a little bit reckless with spending.
I'll update you when we go through everything. They have to go through everything for the past 9 months, so it might be a week or so.
Thank you. Please do let me know. I didn't realize things had gotten this bad. I worked on the same floor until 3 years ago. Jack was never one to make an extra effort in the office, so didn't really stand out all that much. When he started 3 years after I did, he stayed in the entry-level position for 7 years.
I know, HR guy here. It was a weird coincidence all those people quitting at the same time 10 months ago. He was the most senior worker by far, so it was kind of an automatic promotion. If you don't mind me asking, was it really you that got him the promotion? I've heard a few people mention it, but that wasn't my understanding, so I just wanted to get your word on it.
What are you talking about? I don't have any pull with anybody to get that kind of stuff done. Besides, you just said yourself it was a series of coincidences, basically. Are people really saying that? Promotions are always given out annually. Mine just happened to be on the year that my husband finally got one.
Right. Sorry, I should have known better. But yes, people are saying that. In fact, Jack is saying that. It's one of his main intimidation tactics other than the "my wife is rich" thing he keeps doing at the office.
I'm not rich. Geez, we still live in the same house we lived in when we moved out of our dorms in university. How could anyone say we're rich? Especially Jack, who lives in that house.
I guess it is something to do with his ego. I can tune it out, but I imagine it's different when you're being talked about in a workplace you don't frequent.
It does not feel great, that's for sure. I better go home and make dinner before Jack gets home, though. Thanks for the chat. Let me know about the accounting thing.
You're still running home to make dinner? You're too kind to others, you know that? Have a nice night.
You too, Peter. Take care.
Good morning. I'm ready for work, but I couldn't find you.
Oh, hello there. You're the intern, right?
Yes, I am. Feel free to tell me if I'm doing anything wrong. I'm worried I'll make a load of mistakes.
Don't worry about it. You'll be fine. I'm sure you'll get the hang of things soon enough. By the way, that's a nice pair of shoes you had on. Are they in fashion at the moment?
You like them? They were a present, actually. I like them too.
Oh, I see. My sister-in-law bought the same thing for her boyfriend.
I'm sure he must have loved it. Funny coincidence, my boyfriend bought me these too.
Oh, I didn't realize young people were giving each other such expensive presents. Sam, it was really nice meeting you, but I actually don't work in the office that much. If you have any problems, you can ask Jack for help. He's the manager in your area, and he'll be in charge of training you.
Oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Maine. He has the same last name as you.
He's my husband.
I see. I'm so sorry about the confusion. I'll go talk to him right now. Thank you.
No problem. Have a nice day. Hi, Jack. I was waiting for you to come home. Are you gonna get home soon?
Oh, hey. I guess I forgot to tell you I'm out today. You can go ahead and go to bed. I don't know when I'll be back.
Oh, who are you out with?
None of your business. Jeez. Why are you always like this? I told you you're the one bringing doubt into our relationship if you keep bringing up your trust issues. I'm just out with some guys, okay? Nothing to worry about.
That's not what I'm worried about. It's a weeknight. Don't you have work tomorrow? I'm just concerned you won't be feeling well tomorrow at the office.
I'm a grown man. I can handle my liquor. It's not like I need to do hard labor at work. I just need to be awake enough to tell people what to do.
Jack, I think you should maybe adjust your attitude to work a little. Ever since you became a manager, there seem to be some issues in the office. You've been drinking a lot more and you barely come home for dinner. I made pork chops today. I was hoping we could spend some time together.
Issues in the office? The issue is that nobody respects me or my position, at work or at home. This is really starting to piss me off. The worst part of it is, you're my wife. You're supposed to be supportive, but all you do is nag and complain. What exactly have you heard about me? You don't even come to this office anymore, so how do you even know anything? Have you been spying on me? Checking up on me through someone?
Not at all. I just went into the office today because the new intern started this week and I wanted to stop by and say hi. I'm not checking up on you or anything. I work in the same building, so it's not that weird that I'm there.
I guess I still think you're overstepping. You're my wife. I told you I want our work life to be separate from our home life. You agreed to that, don't you remember?
Yes, I agree that our home life should be separate from our jobs. But if things aren't going well, you can always talk to me. I met one of your interns today. He texted me by accident thinking I was you or something. I guess he got my number from the company directory.
One of my interns? Which one?
He's young, blonde, kind of Labrador energy. I forgot his name. Sam. How's he doing?
He's an idiot. He can't even do simple tasks. I don't know why the hell they hired him.
Oh, well, it's only his first day, right? Maybe don't be too hard on him. He seemed pretty nervous.
What, you like him or something? That dude's an idiot. Plus, I think he's gay. Anyway, I didn't invite him out with the other interns today, so he knows he's not doing well. Maybe he'll straighten up and fly right, but no treats until then. He needs to learn some tricks or he stays in the doghouse.
I don't think it's nice to compare your interns with dogs. People learn at different paces and starting a new job can be pretty stressful. If you went out with the interns, it's only fair to invite everyone. As a boss, you don't want to be seen as favoring certain people.
As a boss, I need to get my workers to get in line and do as they're told. No, not just do as they're told, go above and beyond. Sam didn't make the cut. Do you have a problem with my training methods? In fact, the ones out with me today are the best interns I had. I'm recommending them for full time when the time comes.
So you're training the interns and they're doing well.
Yes, what the hell? I am thriving in my position. Do you not understand that? The interns that actually work for it and have a drive are doing well. You have no say in how I run my team. Those that do well get rewarded, period. It's as simple as that.
Jack, I'm not trying to ridicule you.
We're partners, right? We've been together forever now. I've supported you through everything, and look where you are now. Don't you have any gratitude towards me for any of the stuff that I've done for you all these years?
I do. We stuck it out together and that's what matters. Like you said, we're partners.
Yeah, remember, you don't have any family. You don't really have any friends either, do you? So really, I've been your entire support system since we met. That's a huge burden on me, you get that? I hope so. I basically took you in when your scholarship ran out.
I didn't lose my scholarship. It was just that the dorms were only subsidized for my first year and I needed to find somewhere to live. I mean, I'm totally grateful for what you did. I just wanted to say I didn't lose my scholarship.
You could have just said thank you. That's just it. You always have to nitpick everything I say to you. It is getting old. I'm tired of being treated for granted. It's bad enough at work, but constantly having you scrutinize everything I do is really getting tedious.
I really don't mean to come off that way. I do appreciate everything you did for me.
Well, good. Then stay out of my work life and take care of the house. We don't even have kids and the house is a total mess all the time. There were dirty dishes in the sink this morning. Seriously, it's lucky that I can't fire you like an intern because you're failing.
That was your dish. I was going to wash it, but the lasagna baked on was so hard, so I had to let it soak.
Whatever, all I know is the housework needs improvement. I shouldn't be getting any attitude from you about my work ethic when you can't even do your simplest jobs right. Why can't you be more like my interns? Eager to please, energetic, running to get me a beer. You used to be like that.
So your ideal woman is the kind in beer commercials? I suppose I should wear a bikini as well?
No thanks. You realize no one your age is in the beer commercials. You just do your best with what you've got.
Jack, that's kind of mean.
Don't fret now. I love you. We're all getting older. Honestly, I feel kind of out of place at a college bar. I wanted to sit so I'm in the corner, but it's so crowded I can't even see where the girls are.
You mean the interns?
Yeah, only 2 of the interns could come out today. They both happen to be female. You wouldn't have a problem with that. This is for work, obviously. May and Lacey have been doing an outstanding job, and they need to be rewarded with some fun time out with the boss.
I understand having a friendly relationship at work is better for efficiency and teamwork, but do you really need to go out drinking on a weeknight? Especially at a college bar? Why did you choose there to go anyway?
Their friends finished exams, so they wanted to meet up with them. I thought it was the perfect opportunity to celebrate their good performance at work.
There may be some problems tomorrow at work if 3 people are hung over on your team. It's going to be obvious.
Why do you always have to come up with the most negative answer possible? It is just depressing. Who's gonna notice? The boss? Oh wait, I am the boss. It'll be fine.
Jack, please just don't be overconfident. You have responsibilities as a manager.
Again, you're nothing but a wet blanket. Just keep your mouth shut about my work life. You know what? Maybe I can fire you. I'm just going through an evaluation sheet in my head right now, and it is looking pretty grim. The attitude has gotten to a point where I don't even want to go home. I can't relax. I can never relax with you.
Okay, Jack, I'll leave you alone. I'll leave the pork chops in the fridge so you can heat them up if you get hungry. Can we talk tomorrow? Maybe we can have some wine together with dinner?
Yeah, maybe. Let's see how I'm feeling tomorrow. I gotta go find my little interns. They've left me alone way too long.
Good night.
Okay, bye. Love you.
So many people are learning how to play golf these days. It's really popular. Have you got time this weekend? How about coming to the department store with me? I want to buy some clothes for when I start playing golf. I think I'll be more enthusiastic if I have something nice to wear. I wouldn't want to turn up in unsuitable clothes. Also, I have to keep up with the latest fashions. Golf is a sport, but it's also a time to show yourself to the world.
Golf? I thought you preferred swimming. Or are you going to do both now? Personally, I prefer swimming. It's a good idea to know how to swim. What if you fell in the water and you couldn't swim? Are you still planning to learn how to swim?
Swimming? No, I'm not learning how to swim. Do you think I'd enjoy swimming at my age? No thanks. Last time I went swimming, I was completely exhausted. I tried to swim across an Olympic-sized pool, and when I got halfway across, I thought I was going to drown. Golf is much more enjoyable and easier for women of my age. Also, I've agreed to go on a golfing holiday with some of my friends, and I don't even know how to play. I have to learn as quick as I can so I don't make a fool out of myself.
Going on holiday again? It seems like you're always going on holiday. If I remember, it was only a couple of weeks ago that you went on holiday for the high school reunion.
Is there any problem with that? If I want to go on holiday, then why can't I go on holiday? It's nice to get out and travel.
Have you got enough money for this holiday? Do you need me to give you some? If you let me know when you're going, I can send some money over to you before you go.
Do you think I have the cash lying around to pay for all this myself? It's expensive, you know, and I can't afford it myself. It's only natural that you're nice to family members. You should support me. You have to think about us now you're a member of our family. I hope my son has told you about this.
So you want some money from me, is that what you're saying? I've already given some money to your daughter, and now I have to give money to you as well? And every time I give people money, they always complain that it isn't enough. There's no gratitude.
You make a lot of money, and what do you need to spend it on? It's only fair that you help us out now since you're also a member of our family. You married my son, so you have to be nice to me. I'm hoping for at least $1,000 to help me with this holiday, but a few thousand would be much better. Personally, I don't think I should even have to ask you about this. I think you should offer the money without being asked.
I might be able to help you out here, but it won't be that much money. I hope you're not going to be disappointed. You say I make a lot of money, but it really isn't that much. I can't afford to go around lavishing people in gifts and handouts. I do actually need some of my salary for myself. We've had some things in our house that need fixing recently, so I had to pay for that. The air conditioning was broken and the fridge needed maintenance too. It was expensive, so I don't really have a lot to spare this month. I hope you can understand.
It's not an excuse to not think about me. You might have problems, but I should come first. If it was gonna be so expensive, then why didn't you spread the payment over a few months?
It needed to be fixed, so I got it fixed. Is that so hard to understand? Why would I think to spread the payment out? Anyway, I will come shopping with you this weekend. I did have some plans, but I'll cancel them so I can accompany you. Happy?
I'd be happier without the attitude. We need to meet in the AM. I have a list of stores to go to.
Hello, do you have some time, Sandra? I need to talk to you about something.
Hi, what is it? Something wrong at work? You don't normally contact me like this.
No, it's not about the company. It's a personal matter.
A personal matter? What is it? Please tell me.
I really don't want to be the one to tell you, but I can't just have this burden on my conscience and not say anything either. There's a rumor going around work. It's about Jack. It looks like he's been having an affair with an intern. At first glance, the expenses were all justified, based on the receipts given. But upon further inspection, it looks like he's been adding a travel companion to his work trips. This involves the company too, since he's going on work trips, and of course there's a confidentiality issue since these are projects that are still in prep. Hello? Are you alright?
I'm fine. It's not the first time Jack's cheated. I didn't think he would do it again after last time. Do you know who the intern is? How many people know about this?
It's Lacey. She's a new intern that started a few months back.
Let's try to keep this under wraps. I need some time to think about things. And I don't want to deal with any drama at the office. Also, I don't want the boss to know that I know. It might lead to problems for me.
It sounds like a good idea.
Please keep this conversation secret. Don't tell anyone. I want to check into some things on my own, and I don't want Jack to know I know.
Okay, I'll do that. Whatever you need, let me know.
Are you going to finish late again? Why are you so busy?
I finished work and then I went to have food with a friend.
Do you think I'm stupid? Do you think I'm going to believe your lies?
What is wrong with you? Are you drunk?
Drunk? How dare you accuse me of being drunk? Look at this. It's you and Lacey. You were spotted by some people at work, and this was sent to me at work. Making out at a bar at your age? That's absolutely disgusting. When I saw it, I nearly vomited. You look like an old man, nearly old enough to be your granddad. She's barely out of university. Don't you feel like a creep? I can't believe you would do this to me after everything you said last time. I give your mother and sister money and you just go out and cheat on me with some young bimbo?
I'm not cheating on you. We're not even together. We just went out and things got a little heated, that's all. She's not like you. I still love you. It's not cheating when I'm still in love with you.
Not cheating? It clearly is. Why are you trying to deny it? You swore to me you would never do that to me again. I trusted you. Don't try to insult my intelligence by saying that you haven't been cheating. I know what happened. It's obvious.
So what do you want? A divorce? Is that it? You hate me, don't you? You've been looking for an excuse to divorce me for a long time. Now you've got your excuse. I went out with a hot younger woman and you think I was cheating.
If I hadn't found out, then this would have gone on for a long time. I would have spent the rest of my life living a lie. I'm not going to accept it. It won't go on any longer.
So, divorce? You're gonna be all alone? I am your only family. Where are you gonna go?
You know this is sexual harassment. It's also against company rules. There are strict rules in place since there was an incident way back. Especially when it is a more senior member of staff and a more junior member of staff, there is a power dynamic problem. There's a zero tolerance policy, so this is going to be a problem for you. If people knew about this, you'd be kicked out of work and never come back.
Then I guess I'll just have to resign, won't I?
Maybe I should just go ahead and tell them. They're paying the two of you while you screw in the office. You think Lacey's gonna want to be with an unemployed middle-aged man? I doubt it.
Why are you being so spiteful? I understand you're angry, but there's no point getting me fired. Maybe Lacey can get a new job. That would work. Then you could get over this minor indiscretion and we could go back to normal.
You really think that's an option? After everything that's been happening lately?
You know you're gonna get over this. You're just picking a fight, and when you realize you're being stupid, you'll stop. I hope. So stop nagging me. Either sign the divorce papers for real, or go make me a pork chop. You know what I'm saying? Or just leave me alone. I don't care. I'll talk to you when you cool down and get your head on straight.
When is the divorce?
I'm not sure yet. Jack and I have a lot of history. It's complicated.
Hon, I'm a lawyer. I know all about this stuff. Listen to me, just get a divorce.
If I divorce him, then he'll be able to run off with that girl. I might even have to pay money to them, and that would be so humiliating.
But what if you died? She'd get all your money. Why not get it over with now and get a divorce? You'd be through with him and you could move on in life.
I don't care if I died. My life is a living hell right now anyway.
Sandy, honey, I really think you should just get over it and get divorced.
I'll think about it, but I don't want him to get any of my money.
The divorce court would decide on how much money is given to each party.
Maybe I could just hide the money, pretend I don't have any. That way he won't get anything. Why does divorce have to be so stressful? Can't it be made easier?
It isn't that hard, you just have to be brave. As for hiding money, I'm not sure it's a good idea from a legal perspective, but it certainly is possible. I know a friend who did this for a client. It was a guy who wanted to divorce his wife but not let her get a big payout. He had a lot of money stored in bank accounts overseas. With a bit of constructive paperwork, he got away with it. If you want the same treatment, then maybe it could happen. When you start to get serious about divorce, feel free to contact me. All it will need is a stamp on these divorce papers and you'll be done with that guy forever. You'll be a free woman again. Doesn't that sound good to you?
It is tempting, I must be honest. But I'm still a little worried about any problems I might face. I'll have to think about it and then contact you again.
Okie dokie, chin up, girl.
I've got some amazing news, you're not gonna believe it.
What is it? What could be so exciting? Another present for your boyfriend?
No, even better, I'm pregnant.
You have got to be kidding. You're pregnant? It's no joke, she's pregnant. It's gonna be difficult for us all now. She's so young, but she's already gonna be a mother. I'm proud of her, but I'm also a little bit worried at the same time.
Who's the father? I presume it's that guy you were dating? The one you bought the shoes for? I thought he hadn't even graduated from university yet. How is he gonna support you and the child? Is this really the time to be getting pregnant? Is this really the right guy to have a child with? Shouldn't you get married first and then have a child? Are you gonna get married? It's not gonna be that guy. We had a good run, but we broke up. It just wasn't meant to be. When I was with him, there was another guy on my mind. After I broke up with him, I moved on to that new guy pretty quickly. We've been having a crazy romance. Now it's ended up with me pregnant. I know a lot of people will think it's too soon to have a child, but we can't turn back the clocks now, can we? I'll just have to do my best to be a good mother. So, you already knew this guy whilst you were with your boyfriend. I hope you weren't cheating on him. I know a lot of people who do that kind of thing and it isn't right. I'm still so young, so I think it's okay for me to play the field. As for my new boyfriend, he's 15 years older than me. My mother was a little bit shocked by this, but I think it's okay.
Oh my goodness. 15 years older? How did this happen? What on earth were you thinking? How can you even get along with a man that much older than you? I can't imagine a man like that. What was he thinking, getting a much younger woman pregnant?
He's older than me, but he still looks so young. His face is still young looking, not like an old man at all. If you met him, you wouldn't be so shocked. When we walk together in the street, no one knows he's a lot older than me. Also, it just feels natural to have an older boyfriend, don't you agree? Now that I'm pregnant, he told me he wants to marry me. Don't you think it's gonna be wonderful? A happy family with a lovely little baby?
We've tried to contact you a lot recently, but you didn't answer the phone. I was worried about you. Did you tell Jack about this? He didn't tell me. He didn't tell you about it. Why? What's going on between you two? Have you had an argument or something?
No, it's not that. We're fine, thanks. It doesn't matter as long as you know the good news now. I'm gonna get married. I'm so happy.
That's right. It's amazing. We'll have to start planning for the wedding as soon as possible.
That's a good idea. You don't want to leave it too late. A man getting a much younger woman pregnant? I guess this is what men are like. Why am I so surprised by it? Why do you always talk like this? You're so sarcastic and negative. There's nothing to worry about. We're a perfect match.
I hope so. I'll have to take your word for it. I've never met the man, but if you think he's right for you, then how can I disagree? We all have to do what's right for us.
There's something else too. Are you gonna give me some money to help with the wedding and the child?
You want money from me? You'll have to send me a wedding invitation first, and then I'll think about sending you some money. Are you going to start acting like this again? You're a wealthy girl and a member of our family. You should really do more to help us when we need it. What else do you have to spend your money on? This is really important and it needs your help. You should be a bit more forthcoming with money.
Oh, really?
I'm not doing enough? How much money are you gonna need? How about $80,000? Will that be enough? I've not had much experience of unexpected marriage and pregnancy, so I'm really not sure how much you'll need. I presume you'll also be helping out? And what about the guy? Does he have a good job? Can he support a child?
$80,000? I was hoping for more, but this might be enough in the beginning. It would be really nice of you to give me that money. If I need more in the future, then I hope I can contact you again. I know you're a very generous person and you always like to help people.
I'm always happy to help people when they need it, especially members of my family. I've got an idea. Why don't I just send you the password for my bank account? I think that would be even better for you. That way, if you need money, you can just go and get it yourself. No need to keep coming to me and asking for more. That would be perfect. I've got to say, you're really stepping up this time. You're going to be such a wonderful aunt.
Yeah, thanks a bunch. I'll just withdraw whatever from the bank account directly. That really makes much more sense.
All right then. Actually, I'll send it over right now.
Great!
Okay, take care of yourself. You're gonna have to take good care of yourself now that you're pregnant.
Yep, I know. Thanks.
What has happened to my bank account?
Which bank account? Why are you even asking me about it? Can't you manage your own finances?
There was $100,000 in an account of mine, and now it's all gone. My bank book was in my desk at home. Did you do something? Were you in my room?
If you're so worried, why don't you call the police and get them to come and investigate? Maybe they'll catch the thief.
No one else could have accessed it other than you, so stop playing around and tell me what happened. I know you've been trying to get some kind of revenge on me, but I didn't think you were going to steal all that money. What did you do with it? Have you run away with it? If you give it back now, then I won't go and tell the police. Otherwise, you can expect big trouble.
Oh, the money in that savings account? I know where it went. It went to your sister. I'm sure you're aware that your sister got pregnant and she's going to get married to that guy. She needed some money, so I think she took the money from your account. It was a wedding present for her. She needed it really bad because of the special circumstances. Your mother and your sister both contacted me and told me that they really needed the money. They told me that I should do everything to help them because I was also a family member. I told her the password for the account so she could get the money herself. If you want to know where the money went, then maybe you could ask them. Also, I don't think it's your account alone. I think it was both of ours, wasn't it? I think it was acceptable for me to let your sister have it. It was a really happy surprise for her, and now it's a really happy surprise for you too.
Oh, please tell me you're joking. You gave all that money to her? What were you thinking? If you gave it to her, then she's probably gone and spent it all already. I'll never see it again. Oh, please tell me you aren't being serious.
Did she really take it all? Why don't you check again? She might have left some money in your account. And what's the problem with helping your sister out when she's in need? Your mother always told me to help family members when they needed help, and that's what I did. Why are you so mad? I know you and your mother are much more accustomed to using my money, but why not use yours instead? After all, we are all one big family, and we have to look after each other when we need to. I wonder what your sister did with it. I bet she's already spent it all now. Such a shame for you, but so nice for her. I'm sure she spent it on something useful. Something for her and her older boyfriend.
Oh gosh, this is so bad. I know you did this on purpose.
This was my brother's money? You told me it was your money. Why are you playing games with us?
This has caused such a huge problem in our family. He's really angry, and so am I. You know this is fraud, right? You're a thief. You're gonna get in big trouble with the police for doing this.
Why are you always coming to me and asking me for money anyway? Why would it make a difference if it was my money or his? Personally, I'd say it was both our money. We are married. Why are you so unhappy about spending his money? If it was my money, then you wouldn't be bothered. Why the double standard? Why don't you just go ahead and use it for whatever purpose you want? You're crazy! Where are you now? You want me to come over and find you? Jack is gonna make you regret this. You're a funny girl. He isn't gonna do anything to me. I've already spoken to him about it. I also heard a story about your future husband. Isn't he already married? And he has 3 kids already? Maybe that's why he can't afford to spend much on you. You should have thought about that before you got pregnant by him.
What are you talking about? Where did you hear this wild gossip? Maybe you should just be quiet and stop spreading lies. He's not married. Jenny, you told me he's divorced. I don't know what got into you, but you're clearly trying to cause trouble wherever you can.
I heard he's 45 but looks 35 and already has a wife and 3 kids. I heard he doesn't have a very good job, but he just fakes it to try and impress stupid young girls. It seems like you were the stupid young girl, and now you've gone and got pregnant by him. Oh dear. Actually, he's 22 years older than you, and you just turned 23 for goodness sake. He's a creepy older guy, and you're a stupid young girl. You were in school, and now you're already going to be a mother. I think your future husband is committing fraud, not me. He loves me. He told me so. Why do you always have to be so negative? I know my life isn't normal, but I know I'll get through it with the help of my husband.
I think so too. Why do you have to be so unpleasant to people? Why are you trying to hurt us?
If you don't like me, then maybe we can call it a day and never speak to each other again. I'd be really happy if that were to happen. I'm going to divorce Jack. We've been having problems, and it's time for us to go our separate ways. I'm sorry for any inconveniences you'll have since my financial support won't be available to you from now on, but I suggest asking Jack for help when you need it. This is the final time we need to talk to each other as a family. And I've got to say, I feel relieved.
What? What are you talking about? You're just leaving us. We were counting on you to babysit and help out with the baby when it comes.
Yeah, you know we need you. How can you do this to us? Especially when I'm pregnant.
As family, I'm not letting you escape your obligations when things get tough. When you married Jack, you married all of us. How about we put it to a vote? Jenny and I say nay to divorce.
I've already made my decision, so this is goodbye. I see now your whole family just wants to use me, and you're all self-centered scumbags. There, I finally said it. I felt so much gratitude towards you because you took me in when I started dating Jack in university. I wasn't used to the affection of family, so I know now it was easy for me to get attached and fall into this kind of situation. But I'm done with this. You lived with us for 5 years. Family supports each other, right? And ever since I moved out and started working, I've been giving you all money.
You owe us.
I think the debt is paid. I'm gonna live for myself now. Goodbye. Thanks to Kim, I got out of my marriage better off financially than first expected. Above all, not having to support family with my money, I have more than enough to enjoy my life. I already found a cute little condo downtown close to work and had set it up by the time I put the divorce papers on the table and asked for Jack's signature. Peter helped me move my stuff, and it turned out he was recently divorced. We've hit it off and are spending time together every weekend, and it got serious fast. Things really don't turn out the way you thought, do they? Having lost my parents when I was young, I strived to get that piece of the puzzle so hard. I ended up married with no kids, though, and I finally gave up trying. Pete has his kids on the weekend, so I love having fun outings with them. I finally feel like everything's falling into place.
Are you finally dead? Chris, please don't say things like that. Thankfully, it's not that serious. Oh, is that so? Shame. The doctor said it was just due to stress. I'll be back home soon. Oh, that's disappointing. I thought it was something more serious. As heartless as always, I see. You shouldn't be wishing people's illnesses were worse than they are. You should when they bring it upon themselves as you have. All you do is sit and play on that computer of yours all day. It was only a matter of time until your body suffered the consequences of your slovenly lifestyle. I've told you before, I'm not playing on my computer. I'm working. You can see money coming in, so it shouldn't be that hard to comprehend. Can you really call something a job when it brings in as much as a kid gets for pocket money? You don't even know how much I'm making, so how can you say that so confidently? I'd still bet anything on that being the case. A real job requires going out into the real world. Staying cooped up at home all day in sweatpants can hardly be called work. It's an insult to people with actual jobs. What century did you get that pearl of wisdom from? Because it can't be this one. People working remotely isn't particularly unusual or rare these days. Shut up! Whatever you're doing isn't real work. Say what you want, but I know that much. I'm not an idiot. It's pointless trying to reason with you. In any case, I'll be out of the hospital and back home soon. When I get home, I'll try and explain my work to you if you're interested. That won't be necessary. Whether you're out of the hospital or not, you're not getting back into this house. Excuse me? While you were over there, I had the locks changed. So you can go ahead and live in that hospital for good. Maybe they can rent you that room. You can't be serious. You must be out of your mind. Why would you do something like that? Isn't that much obvious? Because I don't want you here. That's why. You brought this on yourself. You should have never stolen my son from me. What are you talking about? Shane was the one who proposed to me, remember? Because you went out of your way to seduce that poor boy. That's why. I can't believe he got trapped in a marriage with such a tacky woman. Just because she showed him some attention. I really feel sorry for him. I don't know what made you suddenly turn on me like this. You and the rest of your family had no problems with us being together at first. That was only because Shane's father, may he rest in peace, somehow convinced everyone to. As his wife, it's not my place to go against my husband. So I just bit my tongue and put up with you. So when he passed away, and Shane had to work abroad for a while, you showed your true colors, huh? Is that how it is? And here I thought we were getting along so well when I first moved in. I had no choice. Shane is too nice for his own good. If I told you what you actually needed to hear, he'd just stick up for you blindly. Even if I was obviously in the right. He'll thank me for this one day. Since he's not living here right now, I can give you what you deserve. This is my house. What do you expect to come of this exactly? Do you think I'll just leave Shane now? When I tell him how you've been picking on me since he left, and how you've even changed the locks now, you know he's not going to be happy, right? It's just my word against yours, right? You're the only one who thinks I've been picking on you. It's the truth, though, right? I'll tell him his wife is the one who's been picking on me. He'll definitely believe me over you. I've known him far longer, after all. You'd really lie to your son pretty easily, I see. Like I said, it's for his own good. You can just go ahead and stay in that hospital bed forever. Don't you dare step foot in my house again. My name is Ingrid. I'm 32 years old, and I work remotely. My husband is a researcher and is currently living at the North Pole for an expedition, which could last a while. So right now, it's just me and his mother living together. When her husband passed away, she asked if she could live with us since she was lonely. She was perfectly fine when my husband and her son, Shane, was still living with us. But as soon as he left for the North Pole, she suddenly changed. She's been really judgmental and horrible to me ever since. I'll cook for her as well as myself every day, but she often tells me my cooking is terrible and to make her something else. Or she'll demand I clean the house more thoroughly, even though I'm the only one doing any housekeeping at all. Rather than trying to argue with her, it's much easier to just give her what she wants, which in turn makes her all the more confident to make more demands. Eventually, I reached my limit. I was completely exhausted, both physically and mentally. So one day, I suddenly collapsed with really bad stomach pain. When I went to the hospital, I was told I had a stress-induced stomach ulcer. I was quite worried about leaving my things in the house with Chris while I was in the hospital. So before I left for the hospital, I gathered all my most important things and locked them in a box at the back of my closet. But I never would have imagined she would have the locks changed and try to kick me out altogether. And little did I know, the worst was yet to come. Where are you? How about you stop with the childish games and respond already? You've caused a lot of people trouble, you know. Oh? And what exactly is this about? Don't play dumb. You just poured beer on my head, didn't you? Oh, don't exaggerate. I just slipped and spilled a little, that's all. I've really been turning into quite the klutz as I've gotten older. Please don't lie. If you slipped, it wouldn't have landed right on my head now, would it? It's completely ruined my hair. Do you have any idea how long it's gonna take me to wash out? That's really too bad. Make sure you wash it thoroughly. Why are you acting as if it has nothing to do with you? Are you not even gonna apologize? Also, what was with that box you left in my hospital room this morning? And what exactly is your problem with that? It's a hospital gift. In what world can you call that a gift? It was a tank of insects. Don't you think they're cute? They reminded me of you, and I thought you might like the company. Why not try keeping them as pets? It's not funny. I was obviously startled when I realized what it was, and I dropped the box. There were sick kids nearby too, and it really scared a lot of them. There was a lot of screaming and crying. With the help of the hospital staff, we managed to collect them all and clean everything up. But it was a real nightmare. I was humiliated. All I could do was apologize over and over again. Why would you do such a thing? Hey, how was I supposed to know my thoughtful present would be so badly received? Don't throw my goodwill back in my face like this. You can't call something like that a present, and you know it. So stop acting innocent. I don't know what's gotten into you. What kind of drugs are they giving you to make you so aggressive and paranoid? Speaking of drugs, don't you think you went a little too far messing with my medicine like that? The box of insects was bad enough, but going so far as to mess with my medication? I don't know what you're talking about. These accusations of yours just keep getting wilder and wilder, don't they? You really do have some imagination. When I went to take my medicine, I noticed they'd been replaced with something else. You're the only one I can think of who had access to them and would do something like that. You replaced them, didn't you? Oh, right! I almost forgot. So I'm guessing that means you never took them. That's disappointing. I thought maybe you'd pass away a little earlier if you took the wrong medicine. Go figure. That was why you were snooping around looking for my medicine. So, where did you get that medicine from? I stole it from another room. You what? Some guy in another room was asleep, so it was pretty easy to steal his medicine. It's kind of anticlimactic to be found out so easily, though. What a letdown. I was looking forward to seeing what this random medicine would do to you. Anticlimactic? You know what you did is just a blatant crime, right? What room did you steal that medicine from? Who cares? Why would I remember something like that? I just popped into a random room. How can you act so flippant? Forget about me. That poor person could have really needed this medicine, you know? You don't know how serious their illness is, or how readily available this medicine is, do you? You really do like to make mountains out of molehills, don't you? He seemed fine. He was sleeping peacefully, and he was pretty young anyway. He'll live. He probably didn't have cancer or anything. You're not a doctor. Your assumption is irrelevant. Whatever way you look at it, you've really gone too far this time. Oh, shut up, will you? If something did happen to him, it would be your fault anyway. For having such a lame illness yourself. What does my illness have to do with it? I wouldn't have had to swap your medicine out if you had just gotten a life-threatening illness yourself. I thought I could finally be rid of you when you were sent to the hospital. How can you keep saying things like that to me? What have I ever done to you? You've done more than enough to deserve what I said. By stealing my son. After my husband died, I wanted to live with my son, not some random woman. Me and Shane would be perfectly happy living together. So you should go ahead and disappear already. We don't need you. So cruel. Good luck finding somewhere to stay when you get out. But don't stress too much. You'll probably be back in the hospital soon enough anyway. Ingrid! Answer me at once! What is it, Chris? What are you getting so worked up about this time? I just got off the phone with Shane. What is all of this about selling the house? All of his bags are packed, too. He hung up without explaining a thing to me. Oh, is that so? None of my calls are getting through either. And all of my messages aren't even being marked as read. It looks like he blocked me. Do you have any idea what's going on? What more do you want to know? That's basically all there is to it. Excuse me! You can't live there anymore. So pack your bags and get out. What is the meaning of this? This is Shane's house, isn't it? Why would he be making his own mother leave? It isn't Shane's house. That house belongs to me. And I've decided to sell it. Huh! As if I'd believe something like that. Enough with your childish jokes already. You really aren't funny. I'm not joking. It's my house and I can do what I want with it. Don't be ridiculous. As if someone who wastes their days away stuck in their room would be able to afford a house. I'm a pretty successful web designer, so I make a decent salary, actually. Not that I really care if you understand anymore. Web designer? This is the first I've heard of anything like that. You're just making things up now. No, I'm not. You never even asked what my job was. I offered to explain it to you countless times, but you always brushed me off. This can't be real. Well, it is. I bought the house without any loans either, by the way. And now I'm selling it. You always just assumed it was Shane, so I didn't bother correcting you. So the two of you are making a fool of me all this time! Were you laughing at me behind my back? Don't feel sorry for yourself. You're the one who just made assumptions based on nothing. And by the way, Shane knows all about how you've been treating me all this time. Huh? What have you told him? And since when? I only told him about 5 days ago. I never wanted to worry him with this petty nonsense while he was working so hard. But now that I've given up trying to get along with you, I thought I may as well tell him. Since it isn't really a problem anymore. You know? Since we won't need to see each other anymore once you leave my house. If you didn't want to trouble him, then you should have kept your mouth shut! I reached my limit. My patience only goes so far. Getting other people involved was the last straw. So I sent him screenshots of what you've been saying to me, and pictures of the stolen medicine, too. Oh, and I recorded video, too, of you being horrible in real life. So you can't try and lie about fake screenshots. He can understand why you've left me no choice but to sell the house and move me and him to a new place. When did you record me? How could I not have noticed? Shane was really surprised at first, since you never show your true colors when he's around. But with all the evidence, it was clear as day what was going on. I can't believe this. He also told me about how when we were still just engaged, you kept telling him it was way too soon for him to get married. Can you blame me? He was gonna get married and abandon his poor old mother. You really are an overbearing mother. Anyway, in the end, he left it to me to choose a new place for us to live in. So I'll be moving all of our stuff over there. I can work from anywhere, so I'll be moving us closer to Shane's US laboratory. What am I supposed to do? I've already sold our old house. I don't have anywhere to go back to. Even after everything you did, I was willing to just rent the house to you. But Shane told me we'd be better off cutting you off entirely. He was even angrier than me about how you've treated me. And he didn't trust you to take care of the house or pay rent on time if you knew I was the owner. So he said it would be better to just sell the house and leave you to figure things out on your own. Shane said that? I can't believe it. He's really abandoning his own mother. Are you really surprised? I've given you so many chances, but you've always taken every opportunity to make my life miserable. No self-respecting man would just let his mother get away with treating his wife like that. Oh, and I almost forgot to mention. Do you remember how you stole medicine from a stranger? So you could swap it with my medicine? I managed to track him down from the information on the container's label. I told him about how you stole his medicine, and he's actually suing you. He's what? Can you blame him? What you did was a really serious offense. He was actually quite seriously ill. I don't think you realize the gravity of what you did to him. Stealing something as valuable as medication is obviously a big deal. That should be common sense. Don't lie to me! He looked fine to me! And he was sleeping like a baby. There's no way that man was seriously ill. This time you're definitely lying. You're just trying to scare me, aren't you? I'm not like you. I wouldn't lie about something so serious. He has a really serious illness, and that medication isn't exactly common enough for the hospital to just have it lying around. He had to go to the ICU after he wasn't able to take his medication on time. Do you understand how serious this is yet? You'll be lucky if you don't serve jail time for this. But he survived, right? If he was okay after leaving the ICU, it's all fine, isn't it? What's the point in suing me? No thanks to you. He could have actually died. Of course he's gonna sue you. But how was I supposed to know the medicine was so important? After I reported what you did, the hospital checked their CCTV footage. There's more than enough evidence to prove you're guilty. I can't believe I'm being sued over something like this. You better start believing it. And you better start gathering your savings, since you're gonna be paying quite a lot. Ingrid, I'm sorry, okay? I realize now that I should have never treated you the way I did. I'm really so sorry for everything up until now. I regret it from the bottom of my heart. And why are you saying this all of a sudden? I'm begging you! Help me! I don't have any savings. I spent all of the inheritance my husband left me on clothes and traveling. I can't pay that guy's medical bills. Please help me. No can do. Why not? Please don't be like that. I'll do whatever you want. Of course you're sorry now. Now that you're finally facing the consequences of your own actions. You really have some nerve. Asking me to help you when the reason you stole that medicine in the first place was to try and poison me. That's why I'm apologizing. I'll really do whatever you want. I'll get on my knees and beg if that's what it takes. So please, don't abandon me. Help me. There's really no need for that. You brought all of this on yourself. So you can find a way to deal with it yourself too. You made your bed. Now lie in it. Please, don't be like that. I had no idea things would get like this. What am I supposed to do? After that, Chris was sued by that patient and ended up having to pay a huge settlement, which shouldn't really come as a surprise to anyone. After I sold the house we were living in, she begged a lot of other family members to let her stay with them. But it turns out I wasn't the only one she behaved like that with. She had burned a lot of other bridges already. So in the end, she ended up renting a really cheap old apartment by herself. The last I heard, she was working a few part-time jobs trying to make ends meet, while a significant chunk of her earnings was going towards paying off the lawsuit. So she's basically been living in poverty. Meanwhile, Shane and I have bought a nice new apartment near his US laboratory, and we've been living in bliss ever since he got back from the North Pole. And on top of that, I have successfully gotten pregnant. We're both really excited to welcome the newest member of our little family. Thanks for watching! If you liked the video, don't forget to hit the like button. And subscribe for more videos! See you next time.